Hello guys, my name is DAJ Studios and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something different. I wanted to kind of do like a rant because I feel like it needs to be said about Doctor Who merchandise at the minute, and it's something that everyone's kind of overlooking as just the norm, and it really shouldn't be. So I went to B&M this morning and this is how that went. When I was a kid, if you wanted a Doctor Who item, a figure for example, then you would go to Toys R Us, which I know is now closed, but you would go to a shop and you would buy the figure that you wanted. There used to be a whole thing, and then some of them used to be rarer than others, sure, but you could still access them because the number still met the demand, so you could at least get the figure even if, you know, it was a little bit rarer than the others. Nowadays, I think I'm quite happy if there's anything there. This thing, for example, this was the only one that they had on the shelf. There was a whole bunch of them. There was a couple of these, there were like 3 or 4 of these, but there were only about 3 or 4 of this, when there should have been like the whole stack. Sure, it's been the weekend, but the fact that these things are getting sold out quickly, and if you look on Twitter, there are people treating the going to purchase an item like it's some kind of treasure hunt. Like, the idea that if it's there or not might be not assured, well, it's never really assured, but it's like, it's some kind of scavenger hunt whether you're actually going to get the prize or not, which I think is really sad. And this also stands for the collection box sets, the steelbook, Blu-ray things. Basically, I could have filled my entire collection onto this shelf, right? And what I feel is important to talk about here is that somebody asked me recently how much I think my collection of stuff is worth. You know, the steelbooks, the collection box sets. And I was sat there and I kind of listed through some of the stuff that I had, and I was like, okay, that's about £100 now, that's about £200. Doctor Who Guide said recently on a live stream that he imagines there's always a bit of a paywall now to be able to get the good Doctor Who stuff. Sure, you can buy the DVDs and all of that, but to get the things that maybe could entice you more into the show, you know, like behind the scenes stuff on the box sets, the cool new figures, everything like that is now hid behind a paywall because you have to have a full-time income to be able to purchase these things. Over the last couple of months I've been using eBay a lot to be able to complete my collection of steelbooks. Series 9 is the bane of my life currently, and every day I go on to check how that is going and whether there's any actually, you know, going for a decent price. I look and they're like hundreds of pounds, thousands even, for a Blu-ray. I'm sure you understand what the current situation is, so I won't go any further on that, but, you know, there's many issues with trying to find these Doctor Who things now, and it never seems to be any other brand but Doctor Who at the minute. And that's because they're like putting limited edition on everything that they create. Basically, they don't make the number to match the demand, which means that people go crazy for them. Also, slapping limited edition on something like this means that people buy it in bulk. They buy about 12, then they take all of these, and then people see on Twitter or on Facebook or whatever, somebody with about 20 of these when they've gone to the shelf, and there was nothing. And what are they doing with those things? Not, you know, passing them on to the many kids. They are just going to sell them on eBay, and they're going to sell them for double the price to people that are just as desperate as you are to own one. The collection box sets are the same. When you look at these things on eBay, there is outrage, tons of outrage on Twitter about how people are buying like 12, 13. With season 14 there was a lot of issue with whether people were actually going to get their copies because people were buying such big bulks, so many of them, that it meant that, you know, one person had all of them and you had none. But are the people on eBay really the issue? I hate them, but like, are they really the issue here? And I think the issue has to go down to the BBC and the fact that they won't make products that fit the demand, and when they decide that to stick limited edition on basically every product that comes out. For example, the Series 5 tin steelbook thing was one of the things that I'm trying to get as part of my collection, right? I want to collect all of the steelbook tin things that you have for Doctor Who in the modern series anyway. So I ordered this, and this doesn't look very good in the light because it reflects quite well. You can see here that it says limited edition and the number is 19,224. It's not that limited then, is it really? So let's say you made, I don't know what a high number is, let's say you made like 5,000 of these. Well, 500,000 of these, but then you slap limited edition on it, and that meant that all of the people, the eBay people, the ones that go off and they upsell, and especially when they upsell individually, that is really irritating, but that's a completely side thing. People go and they buy them, so this weekend people went and bought their things, maybe for themselves and maybe to sell on eBay, and those that wanted to sell them on eBay bought extra because they saw that they were limited edition and people had the desperation to be able to get these things, so they went and they bought like 7. People have been able to get these things, so it's not like they're really rare, and it's not like that. I don't know how many there are really, but there seems to be enough for at least most people to have one. But because they've stuck limited edition on it, it's meant that people have gone and bought a lot, and that has meant that the that's meant that the dispersal of all of those products haven't gone very well, because now they're all one-sided because one guy's got about 12 in his attic. That's quite American loft. Is it the fault of those that create the thing? Yes, but it's a business at the end of the day, and they want to make money, and they make a lot of money from these things because they are sold out. And that's why I think that it's all been a big marketing plan to get you to buy loads of them, because they've slapped limited edition over it. It's been used many times before, whether it's actually been worth what it is and everything like that. Slapping limited edition has meant that people go crazy. Like loo roll, for example. This sounds weird, but at the beginning of quarantine, loo roll was like limited edition, so everyone jumped onto the bandwagon to go and buy some loo roll. Even the people that said that they weren't stockpiling loo roll, do you know what their first thought was? Let's go and buy some loo roll. So they went and they bought the loo roll, and boom, limited edition. At the end of the day, everything is a business and they need to make money. But what I'm saying is to you, think about the things that you buy. Do you actually want them? Do you actually really, really want them? Or is it just the idea of limited edition and everything like that that is sticking out at you? So thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. There's a lot of issues with these B&M and all of the collection sets and everything that they've been releasing for Doctor Who, and it's the clever marketing that is misleading me constantly to make me buy these limited edition things, because they've put limited edition from it. Which one I was probably going to buy them if they didn't put limited edition on it. But thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you go like, subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you soon.